Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to episode 13 of Paddy Does a One Bro, the Dragon's Dogma Report. I'm Paddy. Hi. We're doing DLC by myself with no friends. Nigel on his own. Last time we made our first visit into the DLC that I've ever done. I had some fun. And now we're going to go a bit more. So I push in a bit harder and find the next zone, which is full of harpies and 3 full chimeras. 3 chimeras at once, which is kind of fun. I decided to fight them kind of one by one, kind of fight them at range if possible, because 2 at a time is a pain in the ass. So I kind of tried to fight slow and careful, and I got them, you know, by fighting like a bitch. Maybe I didn't. It's been 2 months since I recorded this. Maybe I was very brave and stood in the middle. Genuinely can't remember. And then this area, it turns out it was just kind of a dead end, just with some stuff in it. So that's fine, I guess. That's fine. So I went back on through, I went back the other way, and met another Minotaur who was horrible to me. He was just utterly horrible. The Minotaurs are very strong. I don't like them at all. And found another Mimic Coon. Another Mimic Coon, whose chest, after all the work that I did to get through him, just had a couple of rocks in it. A couple of rocks. Fuck. So, time to use a Void Key, head on to the next zone. And now I'm in the right place. It's the top of a similar place to where I fought the big Cyclops from the last time. But now, there's also, just down the bottom there, there's a zombie dragon there as well. The thing that I cheesed before. And the other thing that I cheesed before, a big Cyclops and a big zombie dragon. Can you guess what I did next? That's right, I employed Mega Cheese. I found a nice little corner where the dragon couldn't get in and got him stuck in the corner and did the same thing. And then the Cyclops, I found a bit of the wall that he couldn't get to and shot him in the head several times. My cheese is strong now. My cheese is very strong. The arrows are very, very good. I think if I didn't have the arrows, I'd be in a lot more trouble than I am right now. The ranged options are helping massively. And they're not even that strong, but they're good enough. So, yeah, got through this bit. Next bit, there was some big zombies to fight. Some big, thick zombies who don't stagger very well, which was fun. And then a really fun little fight against these 2... I've got them written down here as Dark Knights. Like, really heavily armoured dudes with, like, big shield and big sword. And there was one that was quite aggressive and one that was a bit more defensive and casting buffs. I liked it. I thought it was a really fun fight. It was a good little 2-on-1. I think with the group, it would have been less good. I liked that it was me versus the 2. And then on to the next zone, which is the next actual boss after the big eye bastard from the last episode. This was another goddamn dragon with a holy priest guy flying around with him. So it's like a holy friend with a holy dragon, except he's a zombie. I don't know. So I ran around as usual, did the usual. I just shot the priest as hard as I could with my arrows, tried to avoid the dragon. I didn't really bother with the dragon at first. I just thought I'll shoot the priest. And then the priest kind of goes into the dragon and kind of possesses him. So after a bit of experimentation and thought, I smacked him in his weak spot and he fell over and the priest sort of fell out. And then I went ham on him and I think I might have got him in a single combo. Like, I melted this priest. I'm probably playing the footage right now. He might already be dead. Yeah, that was fun. That was an easy boss. More like that, please. That one was a lot of fun. So moving on. Next place is Horrible and Wet. And my torch kept going out. And there's ghosts that I can't do anything about. And then a Minotaur that I didn't want to... that did a bad job. And then another Mimic Coon. And then I decided to just move on. Because I don't need that. That's all the things I hate. That's torch going out. That's ghost. That's big strong enemy. And that's a mimic in the same area. Bye. Don't want to be here anymore. And in the next corridor, another floaty priest. And I thought, oh no, what's going to happen here? And then death turns up. Death isn't that bad. If you stay away from death, death can't really hurt you that much. But if you want to go and take him down, it's a lot more of a problem. So I just survive death and move on. And in the next area, it's quite spooky. Because there's 2 of those big Cyclopses chained up on the wall, which is fun. And some real tough zombies. And I died like once or twice here. I died. They're quite strong. So I just decided to do what I normally do in a Dark Souls game and just bail. I just left. It's fine. You don't need to kill them for anything. You just leave. It doesn't matter. Found another safe room, which was really cool. Checked in with what's his face. Just took all of the fire blast. I think it's Dragon Spit. A box of those. Just took all of those in the world. And now time for the bit that was the hardest bit of the whole run so far. Of this bit, anyway. A Minotaur in a corridor. I thought I could fight him. And he killed me. And he killed me. And he killed me. And he killed me. This one's hard, yo. The problem being that the Minotaur has a move that knocks you down, and then if he decides to come over and hold his hammer up above you and you have to wiggle your stick to get out, you can't wiggle your stick fast enough, and it is a one-hit kill. So every time I got caught by that, it was dead. Thanks, Minotaur. So once again, I decided to employ the legs, ran past that Minotaur, and got to loads of like pawn fighters, which was kind of cool. And I met a ghost who talked a bit about Greta, who I think is the lady on the outside. Maybe it's not. I can't remember. It's been a long time. And then Death turns up again. Woo! And I run past and I find a troll who appears to be completely blind and hasn't noticed me. So I just kind of ran around him and left. A lot of running away in this episode so far. A lot of running away. I get into a new zone and I got told a story about some drama and like some audio played about the dragon bargain, which is all like, ooh, spooky. And then there was this big spooky blue guy just hanging out, and he killed me like a good couple times. This spooky blue guy is strong. There was a funny one where I decided to try and fight him up on the ledge, and he hit me and I fell off the ledge, and the fall was what killed me, which I thought was actually quite good. But in the end, I decided to just stretch into my core competencies of doing the counter kill as much as possible, and it's really satisfying. It does pretty good damage to this guy. So I just basically just counter killed him to death, which is kind of fun. And I killed this big blue guy, and then I was able to get on with my life. I wish I had some healing people. I am starting to miss them in this area. Like it was starting to become a bit of a drag to heal up manually every single time. But, you know, that's the bed I've made for myself, and I must lie in it. So next on, and now is a cool, like a spooky, abandoned city. Ooh, and there's like lore that plays out as you're going through the spooky city, which I absolutely remember, but I don't feel the need to tell you. Just play the game. It's really good, I think. So, in the room at the end, you find, suddenly, almost, I mean, it feels like we only just started, it's Daimon, the big boy. He's a big demon boy with horns and muscles and a face in his tummy, which is weird. Daimon is very, very strong. I don't know his moves. I don't know he's like very different to anything you fought before. He is a full-on boss. I think I did all right, but I didn't have enough healing to begin with. I was getting hammered pretty quickly by his fights. I think I got into about half health on my first attempt, and then I ran out of healing items that were worth anything. So that's fine. And I kind of came back to life and whooshed off back to Dinosaur and whoosh! And I bought all the Harpspud juice I could carry, and then I came back, whoosh! And I decided to have a go at round 2. And round 2, on the way to the fight, there are like zombie pawn fighters just hanging out in the city now. So as long as you go on the first time, there's no one to fight. On the second time, there's more dudes to fight, which is a bit of a pain, but that's fine. This time, I did a lot better. I did buy some blast arrows, but they didn't seem to make much of a difference. I don't know if I'm not using them right. But I just shot him with arrows. I jumped on him and stabbed him when I got the opportunity. I just did some big smacks to him. I tried really hard. It was a good fight again. Like some of his hits hit really, really freaking hard. But I think the fact that I'm now so chunky and my armor is so good, and I'm, you know, a fair unit for this area. Like, I am very strong. And I beat him. I killed Daimon on my second attempt on my own, which is cool. And then when you kill him, there's like a ghosty man comes out, who I think is the original actual Daimon, and who took a dragon bargain that went a bit wrong, I think. And he reunites with Ulra, who's the ghost that was hanging out in the lady at the start of Bitterblack Isle. Again, it's been 2 months, guys. I'm really trying. And they sort of walk off together, and they'll get credits for Bitterblack Isle. And I've beaten the DLC for the first time in my life, all by myself. And it's really good. I wonder why I didn't do it before. Maybe I was scared of it. Everyone said it was really hard, and it wasn't actually that bad. It was just spooky and surprising and fun. So I sorted out my items at the end, and I got the Sapphire daggers, which are probably the best elemental daggers in the whole game, which is fantastic. So I just put those in my pocket, and I leveled them up as soon as I could, and I've got some really good daggers. Hooray! And that, I think, is probably where we'll call it, because that's the entire DLC completely beaten. I'm very strong. I really enjoyed this DLC. I had a lot of fun with it. Like the surprise monsters that just turn up when you're going through is a lot of fun. There's some good enemy variation as you go through. There's some different challenges to the main game as well. It's fun. It's good and spooky. There's some good lore inside. I did enjoy it, genuinely. I can't remember it now, but I did enjoy it at the time. And I would definitely go through it again with the party and see how different it is. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. So that'll do for now. Next episode might be the last one. We're almost there. So thank you all for watching. Paddy Does One Bro. The DLC finished off. And no, that's not right, is it? It's the Dragon's Dogma report. Wow, it's late in the day. I've had a long day. See you next one. Bye.